Hello and welcome to Charles Schwab Field in Omaha, Nebraska. We're ready for Game 2 of the College World Series. It's the Virginia Cavaliers going up against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, ready to go here. Stepping in, Elias Chadwick. And we're underway.
First pitch, 107.
Hey, stay aggressive up there.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That clips the corner.
He definitely got away with one there, leaving that changeup in a dangerous location. Don't want to make that mistake again.
Hey, nobody away.
That one not close. And the count's full.
Let's go. Trust your pitch.
Set down on strikes. Fastball to letters, frozen for strike 3. So up next, Melvin Gallo. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Ball.
Calm down.
This one in the air, center field. Dudley under it. And there's 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Warren Velasquez. That one outside. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
Be aggressive.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Digging in, Walker Gillespie.
The second baseman, Walker Gillespie.
And there's a ball. The 1-0.
Ball, that's in.
And
That's
another
a ball.
ball.
All right, great take, great take.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
He'll take his base without even breaking a sweat. That bat never even left his shoulder.
So digging in, Reynaldo Cannon. Misses again, 5 in a row. Gillespie on at first, nobody out.
Right now.
Quick move to first. Gillespie dives back in safely.
Like you can, come on.
And a 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
Oh, big dog, right time.
That one
Ball
missed.
3.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
And now, Antoine Valentin. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Timing on his swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now it's the DH, Cleo McCormick.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Here comes the 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Fly ball down the line, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. First and second here, no outs.
Let fly now.
Stays alive.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Frank Lunt in the box, lays off for ball 1.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
Liner, base hit. Cannon around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And here is Jock Middleton. Foul ball there. This one in the air right field. Makes a nice running catch. Out number 2.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Vincent Dudley.
2 outs, runners at first and second. Here's the center fielder, Vincent Dudley.
Here we go. Clutch up for us now.
No, that's low.
Way to lay off. Let it fly. Let's go right here.
Early lead or not, you can't take this opportunity for granted. There's 2 outs, so the hitter needs to lock in with a quality at bat and drive in the run.
2 on, 2 outs.
This is a big
that's too
challenge
high.
for the pitcher here with runners on and a 2-ball count. Got to execute and not leave anything out over the plate.
Get a good pitch. Here we go.
Up the middle. Base base hit into center field. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Let that pitch get pretty deep on him, so I think he was looking to go the other way. It was off speed and inside, though, so a good adjustment to shoot it back up the middle.
Bradley Boyle in the box now. Takes strike one.
That's a ball.
First and second, 2 down.
This is a big spot, but he's unfazed. I love how he's slowing it down, shrinking the zone, and waiting for his pitch.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. That one off the mark. Ball 3.
Big time take, especially with 2 strikes.
Blunt, the lead runner out at second. Dudley on at first with 2 down. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Batting ninth, the right fielder,
An-Epileptic-Kid, the next to hit. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2.
Hey, drive him in for us. Let's go. We need you.
Fastball for a strike.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
That one almost got him.
Ahead 1-2, his best bet is to go up the ladder here. Just be sure to miss up and out of the zone.
Working ahead.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also need the bases loaded. 1 inning in the books here. The Demon Deacons on top here, 3-0. Welcome back to the land of hopes and dreams. This is the College World Series at Charles Schwab Field. Okay, let's discuss one of the more important aspects of coming to Omaha every year, and that's the food. Jess, what do you got?
Why are you looking at me? I mean, you know I love some food, and I think you understand if you're going to Omaha, Nebraska, you're looking for a good steakhouse, and this place, it's got the best.
Yeah, but don't sleep on the barbecue spots, guys. I mean, some of those little joints near the ballpark, they don't look real impressive, but they're absolutely hidden gems.
So now here's the DH, Darren Vaughn.
First pitch changeup, he gets a called strike. You got to really know who that hitter is at the plate in order to throw that pitch again and again.
On the ground. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
batting 6, the left fielder,
Jason Paulo getting ready to hit. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside. Gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
Now here is Seth Hinojosa.
Got this guy.
2 on, 1 out. And that's way high. And that's ball 1.
All right, come on now.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Hey, come on now, let's go.
And that one finds its way through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One run is in. Another comes in to score. And now they trail by one.
Nicely done. Brings home two. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So up next, Kyle Vernon. Grounds one to short. Dives, and he can't hang on. He decides to hold on to it. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. First and second, one out. Demetrius Pride will hit next.
Yeah! The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The 0-1. Chopped in the ground. And it's just foul. That was close. Battling here as he fouls it away. Traffic on the bases with two already in to score here at the top of the second. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Two away down.
The batter, number 7, Elias Chadwick.
So digging in, Elias Chadwick. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Didn't look like he was ready for the velo on that challenge fastball right there. Might want to stick with the heater and avoid anything off speed.
That's to third, Valentin. Throw is low, and he can't hang on safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line.
Now the third baseman, Melvin Gallo. He's 0 for 1. And that is out of play.
Shut him down.
On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. Down to the bottom of the second. Wake Forest with the lead 3-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Walker Gillespie.
Second baseman, Walker Gillespie.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
So dang sneaky. His arm action really sells that changeup.
Out to short. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
For the Demon Kid, the left fielder, number 2.
So up next, Reynaldo Cannon.
What I love about just in and around the stadium, yes, you've got the action, the baseball happening within the stadium, but outside of it, you guys, you have all 8 teams and their fan bases tailgating, partying, coming from all ends of the country, and you can just feel the vibes and energy of college baseball.
0-1 now. And that one almost hit him. Here's a 1-2. Makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the Demon Deacon.
2 down, base is empty. And now Antoine Valentin.
Nice recovery here in the second inning. I'm sure his manager is breathing a sigh of relief, able to keep that bullpen quiet for now.
Right through there for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. The Demon Deacons out front 3-2. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the second baseman, Warren Velasmil.
Get him out of there. No outs.
And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
Get your spot here.
Great spot right there. It's tempting, but if he doesn't love it, he won't swing that early.
Hey, come on now, come on.
In the air to left center. Cannon takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Cavaliers,
Brody Mueller now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. Just
Ball,
off the
out.
outside edge, and it's 1-0.
He can't touch you.
Hey.
Let's go now, let's go, let's go.
Nope.
Fastball for a strike. That one
That's
just
outside.
misses.
Great recognition. Saw that changeup out of the hand and spit on it.
And that's ball
Ball
4.
4. That pitch
He
is in.
flat out earned that one. I can tell you from experience, laying off a 3-2 pitch like that is not easy. Come to think of it, I'm not sure I ever laid off a pitch like that.
One out man at first. Darren Vaughn digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Ball 1.
Got one out here.
Nope. That's inside.
Come on, give us a ground ball, give us 2.
Hey.
Two now to 22. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Not a whole lot of damage against him yet, and he may just keep this approach.
Paulo at the plate now, and that's strike one.
Be aggressive.
Gets the call. No balls, 2 strikes. In the dirt. Mueller off of first with 2 away. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Wake Forest
Don't gas me
on
up,
top
too many folks get
3-2.
evaporated. Fade away with no baskets made, and that's tragic, ain't it? Recipe for disaster waiting, your eggs in one basket breaking. That's why.
Bottom of the inning, stepping in, Cleo McCormick.
The designated hitter, Cleo McCormick.
Well, these guys doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Blunt up next. You know, Singy, one of the coolest things about this Wake Forest program is how much they've embraced innovation.
Totally, Boog. Player development, sports science, data, and they mix all that with an underdog mentality every time they hit the field.
Yeah, I love it. They've leaned all the way into the science side, and they also bring that swagger. That's a tough combination to beat.
Not many programs have been able to strike. Now this ball splits the gap in right center. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
1 out, runner at second. Middleton getting ready to hit. Flied to right his first time. And a foul ball. Man at second. Close, but called the ball. And the count is 1-1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Hey, let it fly.
This one in the air, right field. Base hit. Headed to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the center fielder, Vincent Dudley. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. On the ground, right side. Flips it. There's one. On to first. Save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Number 39.
Now, Bradley Boyle walked his first time. Just missed. Now quick throw to first. Dudley back on a dive. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third.
dog.
Hit on the ground to short. Chadwick to first, and that'll do it. A run on 2 hits, and they lead 1. On to inning number 4. The Demon Deacons out front here, 4-2. As we go to the top of the 4th, digging in, Seth Hinojosa. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, these players showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Outside low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
Hey, come on now.
He's clearly trying to stay back for the change there, and it leads to a fastball fouled off late.
Hey, let's go right here. All right, here we go now.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So digging in, Kyle Vernon.
Get this guy out of here.
Ball.
And the 1-0.
Ball. Hey!
Hey, no outs here. Keep it on the ground here. We got you. Give us
Missed
Ball back
inside with the curve. Hinojosa aboard here at first with nobody out. This one in the air, right field. And it falls. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Now it's going to be Demetrius Pride. Flied to right his first time. That pitch clips the outside corner, and that's strike 1.
That's a ball.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4.
Hey, we got no outs.
Ball, that's high.
The 2-1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
0-1 to 3-1. Great job with the plate not to panic after that first pitch strike. Showed some patience and worked himself into a hitter's count.
The 3-1. This one in the air, right field. Nice grab on the run. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. Now at the plate, Elias Chadwick. 1 for 2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That pitch down is so tempting. Nice take.
fouls away the first offering.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
2 on, 1 out. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
Hey, we got 1 out here. All right, come on now.
Right through there for a strike. Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can.
Ground ball could be 2. The flip, there's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Now the number 2 hitter, Melvin Gallo.
Back.
Quick toss to first, and he's back safely.
Get him out of there.
The 1-0. Just
That's off the plate.
missed.
Ball 2.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. The 2-1. Fouled off left side.
Hey, you need a strikeout right here.
And look out, as that one ran in and got him.
Up next for the Cavaliers.
First and second, 2 outs. Warren Velasquez will hit next. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Two on, 2 outs. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess.
Ball that
Just
outside.
misses there. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning.
Yep, that ball went out.
Get him the chase right here.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Hey, now we got 2. Hey, come on now.
To the right side. Dives, but it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Murray McLemore gives way, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Daniel Goldberg gets the call from the pen.
Definitely a huge at-bat in this game coming up right here, but with 2 outs, he's just got to focus on getting 1 batter, and this should be fun.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brody Mueller.
Whatever it takes, get us out of here.
Swings through that one for strike 1. And it's even up. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. just missed.
Hey, pressure is a privilege. You just got to remember to breathe at the plate and remember everything you've learned.
In danger of walking in the tying run. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. In the air, left field. And that's the third out. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We're midway in the fourth. Wake Forest had the lead 4-3. Bottom of the fourth, leading off, An-Epileptic-Kid.
The right fielder, An-Epileptic-Kid.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the grab after a long run. One away. Back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Walker Gillespie. Hey. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-2 now.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
Look, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Cannon in the box again. Takes a strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And foul ball. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4. The Demon Deacons lead it 4-3. We go to the top of the fifth, and now the DH, Darren Vaughn.
Stay aggressive up there.
Ball, that's out.
Nobody here, nobody.
Ball 2.
Keep him off base.
Hey.
Towards first,
No,
and
foul
that's
ball.
just foul.
Here we go now, let's go.
2-2. Goes down looking.
Well, it throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Now the left fielder, Jason Paulo. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. And the tying run is on base.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the catcher, Seth Hinojosa.
Hey.
aggressive.
The 0-1. Runner on the go. Cut on and missed. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Man at second. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
After going off speed with 2 strikes, we can expect him to elevate above the zone here.
Here we go. Hey, here we go now.
Ball 2.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2.
Nice job by the pitcher to shake off the pressure and make that pitch. A lot was riding on that, and it was executed perfectly.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Kyle Vernon. He's 2 for 2. On the corner for a strike. Tying run in scoring position, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Nope. Outside.
Hey, 2 outs here, 2 outs.
Here's a 1-1. Late on that fastball. That one the other way, down the line, and it's foul.
Easy game of catch now. We got this.
Man on second, 2 down.
That's ball 2.
Hey, come on now, come on.
That
Too high.
one misses, and the count's full. Demetrius Pride in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Hey, come on now, here we go.
Payoff pitch. This one in the air, center field. Dudley has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. Wake Forest on top here, 4-3. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Leroy Ornelas.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Antoine Valentin getting ready to hit.
Antoine Valentin.
You know, this
Ball,
group of
inside.
hitters really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats. And to me, like they really wanted to get to the starter early,
That's
get him
ball
out of
2.
the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Fouled off. He was late. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The 2-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The next
That's
pitch
ball 3.
misses. Full count now. chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Forcing fastball strikes again. How often do we see hitters finish off by that pitch? With a good spin rate and elevated just enough through the zone, it's so hard to resist, even when you're trying to stay back with 2 strikes on you.
At the plate, Cleo McCormick.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Really getting into a groove here after those strikeouts earlier. Doing a much better job timing this at bat. Now we've got a hitter's count. Best way to make him uncomfortable is to pound inside with velo, and that's what the plan is here.
Just missed.
Outside.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And here's the first baseman, Frank Blunt.
First baseman number 3, Frank Blunt.
Chases that one upstairs.
Looking good. No one better up there.
Right through there for a strike. Hard liner. Oh, he can't bring it in. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He beats it, safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
How many balls have we seen today just out of the outfielder's grasp? It's been a bona fide hit parade out there. All the credit in the world to both lineups, but you know those hitters have got to be loving this warm summer air as well.
1 out, runner at second. Jock Middleton now at the plate. And the 0-1. Swings through that one. 1 out, the runner at second. Last half of inning number 5.
Right here, let him fly.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. In the air to left center. Base hit. Throws to second. And he's got no chance. He's out. So up next, Vincent Dudley.
Hey.
Now the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Just
outside,
missed.
that's the ball.
When your manager makes that call to the bullpen, the expectation is clear. Come in and shut things down. Right now, though, he's not getting the job done.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. We're through 5. The Demon Deacons on top 5-3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Dwight Chow.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So This is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings. Well, these guys putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
High grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
He was all over that one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Third time through the order now. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elias Chadwick. That one is absolutely belted. Should be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate, and now they trail by one.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. Got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Melvin Gallo digs in now.
That's a ball.
Tying run at second base. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Hey!
Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely.
Well, Berg, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Man at second. On the ground to third. Fair ball. Long throw to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Good two-seam action right there. Running away from the batter. Rolled over it. Got the ground out.
Warren Velasquez, the next to hit. 1 for 3.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Lifted in the air, right center field.
All you. Take it.
Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Here comes the runner. He'll score. It's 5-5.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Dwight Chow won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with the new arm after a quick break. So they turn things over to the righty, Reed Moreno. Go-ahead run on base. Brody Mueller will hit next. Out towards right center field. Koponic on his way over. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Cavaliers, the designated hitter, Darren.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Vaughn getting ready to hit.
Hold him right here. Let's go. And 2 outs here. 2 outs.
Nope.
Go up the strike zone. Hey, here we go.
Hey!
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
There we go.
Man on second, 2 down.
Now you've made the hitter think inside, so the outer half is wide open.
Hey, all right. Here we go now.
The 2-2. And there's
Ball
a ball.
3.
Jason Paulo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Three balls, two strikes the count. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that's the third out. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. We're all tied up, 5-5. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Gregorio Kang. Here's the catcher, Bradley Boyle.
The catcher, number 39, Bradley Boyle.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
All right, great take, great take. See you up.
That clips the corner.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down. Stepping in, An-Epileptic-Kid. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball, that's up there.
Hey, nice on the fly. Let it fly. 1 time.
Too low, and it's ball 3.
Let it fly, big guy. Here we go.
Payoff pitch. Tap back to the mound. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Walker Gillespie.
Went down on 3 pitches last time. Hey, things can only go up from here.
Ball, that pitch is out.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tagging from first.
Up next for the DK, the left fielder, number 2,
Reynaldo Cannon now at the plate.
Your turn. Nobody better.
On the ground, right side, Velasquez. And that is that. Top of inning number 7, digging in, Jason Paulo.
Jason Paulo.
Get this guy out of here.
Slice the other way, that's a base hit. The leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Up next,
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one.
Seth Hinojosa digs in now. Swing and a miss as he was late.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out.
Get back.
Quick move to first. Paulo back in on a dive. Yo, one. And that drops in for a strike.
That's razor close. So hard to take. He's seeing it really well and early out of the hand right now.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Virginia with the go-ahead run at first here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. Relay to first, double play.
Big exhale right there. Some clutch pitching to induce the double play and wipe away a potential go-ahead run.
Base is empty after the double play. Kyle Vernon will hit next. Two down, nobody on. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Go ahead run on base. Demetrius Pride, the next to hit. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Did not go.
Stay aggressive up there.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses in. Throw there. Safe.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
With the obvious speed on first, the defense probably knew the steal attempt was coming, but they were focused on getting that hitter at the plate, and with 2 outs, he was able to swipe second.
And 2 away now. Last batter here.
Jack swing, went around. It's 2-2. Got him swinging for the K.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Bottom of the 7th, leading off, Antoine Valentin.
The third baseman, number 5, Antoine Valentin.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Always said, give me 1 time.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Oh, big dog, right here, 1 time.
Two now. Slider misses outside. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one carrying. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
The designated hitter, Cleo.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Cleo McCormick. Tap foul at the plate. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Gregorio Kang done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Chip Caraballo on the pitch here.
Chip Caraballo.
Frank Blunt now at the plate. 3 for 3s, doubled twice and single. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Ball 1.
Hey, good eye, huh?
There's a swing and a drive. Carrying well. And that one is out of here. And this place is rocking. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 6-5.
Well, the best home runs are the ones that give your team the lead. That's a great feeling right there.
Taking that outside fastball and driving it out of the park. That is textbook hitting. Stay through it, ride it the other way, and it leaves the yard. I wish you could just clone that.
Next to hit, Jock Middleton. In the air to left center, Vernon on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. 8th inning coming up. Wake Forest out front here, 6-5. New arm out of the bullpen, Earl Tackett.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Stepping in, Elias Chadwick.
Nope. Ball 1.
That's inside.
Ball.
And that one is lifted in the air. Dudley under this one. And there's 1 away.
Up next for the Cavaliers.
Here's the third baseman, Melvin Gallo. 0 for 3 in this one.
No need to chase after that till 2 strikes. Down and away is a low percentage swing.
The Demon Deacons trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Tried to tempt him down and away, but he will not chase.
In there, got him looking for the K.
He went down looking, but that did not look like a strike, to put it mildly. Umpire definitely helped him out on the mound there, getting a little spicy in the opposing dugout, and I don't blame him.
Now here is Warren Velasquez. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Looking to get the tying run on base. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So now it's the full-hole hitter, Brody Mueller. And that one fouled off.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Velasquez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Front side flew all the way open. No chance to square that.
You guessing up there, huh?
Ball, that's low.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Digging in, Vincent Dudley.
The center fielder, Vincent Dudley.
Hey!
Hey, here we go.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. And there's one down. Here's the catcher, Bradley Boyle.
No, that's down.
Good eye, good eye. Upper rib like you can. Here we go now, huh?
Hit hard, base hit. And that's a 1-out single. Now it's the right fielder, An-Epileptic-Kid. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt.
Ball 1.
Attaboy, attaboy.
The 1-0. Into the outfield, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone. And now here is Walker Gillespie.
Hey!
Two on, 1 out. On the ground to third. Tags the runner for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. Wake Forest have the advantage, 6-5. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the DH, Darren Vaughn. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
That's in for a strike.
Let's go. Hit your spot here.
Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So digging in, Jason Paulo. Left field. That gets down for a hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a blue hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Hinojosa, batting with one down, takes a strike. Now snap throw to first, and he's back in safely.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
And delivers outside. And a count 1-2. Sits him down looking. Now only one out remaining. So up next, Kyle Vernon, a switch hitter batting right.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer. Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Get ahead, stay ahead.
Out towards right center field. And that'll do it. They get the victory, and they're headed straight to the semifinals. Blunt was a big contributor for them in the win. A 4-hit performance, including a home run.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Charles Schwab Field in Omaha, Nebraska. We're getting ready for the semifinals here in the College World Series. It's the Virginia Cavaliers taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Getting the nod on the mound, Frank Blunt. What's the word on him?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
The leadoff hitter this afternoon, the shortstop, Elias Chadwick.
Stay aggressive up there. Go out here, huh? You got this guy.
And we are underway. The lefty to 1-0.
Aye. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Come on now. Here we go.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
All right, here we go now.
2-2 now.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second.
Here we go. Relay.
And it's a double to start the game.
Lets it travel, trusts his hands, and shoots it the other way. I know he's in college, but that's a professional piece of hitting right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Melvin Gallo will hit next. That one fouled off. Man at second. In the air out to center. That's a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
And now it's going to be Warren Velasquez. Velasquez in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Yo one.
Come on, give us a ground ball. Give us 2.
And a foul ball. Gallo gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Ball, that's low.
Hey, come on now. Here we go. All right, come on now.
Sets him down looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Calm down.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. 1 at second. Over to first. Safe.
That is good. The right fielder, Demetrius.
And now the right fielder, Demetrius Pride. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Pitch misses there. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Hey, you got it. Get us out of here.
Lined, and that's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So up next, Seth Hinojosa. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
2 down now.
2 on, 2 outs. Strike two.
Hey, sit him down. Strike him out. Here we go.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
Hey, come on now. Hey, all right. Here we go now.
The 0-2. That's the third. And he's safe at first.
We all know that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning.
2 outs, bases full. Kyle Vernon getting ready to hit. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Line, and that's a base hit. 1 run's in. The second run scores. It's a 2-run single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing at the bat right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Digging in, Darren Vaughn.
Hey.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Hey, here we go. Here we go now. Let's go.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. They limit the damage here. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to the bottom of the first. Virginia had the lead. 3. Now it's the second baseman, Walker Gillespie.
Second baseman, Walker Gillespie.
And it's fouled away. Now here's a flare off the bat. Hauls it in, 1 away.
Batting second, the left fielder, Reynaldo Cannon.
Here's the left fielder, Reynaldo Cannon. And there's a curve through for a strike. Flares it into the outfield. And that gets down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third,
Antoine Valentin, the next to hit.
Valentin.
Swing and a bouncer, but it kicks foul. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a foul out of play. That one way inside.
Ahead 1-2. His best bet is to go up the ladder here. Just be sure to miss up and out of the zone.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
The designated hitter, Frank
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Frank Lunt. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Cannon off of first with 2 away. And that one clips the corner. Check swing didn't go. Now 1-2. To the right side.
Come on, run it out, run it out.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Cavaliers out front here, 3-0. And then there were 4. It's the semifinal round here at the College World Series. Welcome back. Every year we come back to Omaha, it feels like the college game takes another leap forward, whether it's strategy, training, player development. Everything has changed so much.
Boog, I could not agree more. When I played, programs were just starting to introduce things like video analysis and advanced metrics.
Yeah, when I was playing, we were just getting the internet, and now everyone has data specialists and the tools to track just about everything. It's basically a mini big league operation.
Just a little late on that curve. Now he's got to reset and adjust his timing. I just don't think he recognized it out of the hand.
Let's go, let's go.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Hey, here we go.
Here's the 0-2. Base knock right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So a man at first. Chadwick steps in. The dish in Charlottesville is such a fun place to catch a game. The fans show up expecting to win.
Yeah, that's just the standard there now, Boog. And I'm big on the vibes. Charlottesville's become a real baseball town.
Yeah, guys, those 2014 and 2015 teams were some of the most resilient groups we've seen in Omaha. They just know how to handle the big moments.
Hey, just you and him. You and yourself. Let's go.
Just a slow ground ball this time, but it kicks foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Hammer, base hit. Lead runner touches second, heading for third. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Now the number 2 hitter, Melvin Gallo. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Hey, let's hold him right here.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. High grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
First and second, no outs. Velasquez now at the plate. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
This is a good time for the pitching coach to come out with 3 straight hits and down the count. Just talk to him a bit, give him a second to take a breath.
No outs here.
The 1-0.
It may not feel like it, but a swing and miss can be lucky. If he puts that ball in play, it's probably a double play.
Traffic on the bases with one already in here at the top of the second. That one's in there. 1 and 2.
Hey, here we go.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Called out on strikes.
That's great location on that pitch, right on the edge of the strike zone, and clearly the deceptive and unique movement of the screwball just froze him at the plate. I'll tell you, I don't envy these hitters trying to contend with that.
2 aboard with 1 out. Brody Mueller will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. And the lefty with the 0-1. There's the strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
2 on, 1 out. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Pretty obvious that was not a strike. And now that the pitcher knows the ump is going to give him that call, he's probably going to exploit that. Hitters are going to have to accept that and learn to adjust.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Demetrius Pride getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Hey, 2 away now.
Foul ball there.
Keep him guessing.
2 on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Hey, come on now.
Stays alive.
All right, come on now.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs.
Hey, let's go right here.
Fights that one away, still 1 and 2.
Hey, let's go right here, huh?
Got him looking for the strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Down to the bottom of the second. Virginia on top 4-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the first baseman, Jared Roper.
Number 7, Jared Roper.
Out towards right center field. Pride makes the grab on the run. 1 pitch and 1 out.